That's a lot. Okay. Hi.
Yeah, that was fast. Okay. Let's see. We got Huntington Beach, Edmonton, Wyoming. What do you girls see? I think I'm behind. There's
Colorado, Myrtle Beach,
Canada, El Paso, Texas,
Norway, Farmington Hills, Michigan. We've got another Michigander, Austin, Texas,
Chicago, Colorado, Fontana, New Jersey. That's kind of near you, right, Nicki?
Kind of, yeah.
This is how like West Coast I am. I'm like, it's on that side of the coast.
No, it's pretty close. I could get to Jersey in like an hour from where I live.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you guys can comment, if you're new to Magix 10, how many years you've been a user for, if you're just popping in to check this out, we'd love to hear where you're at in your Magix journey. So if you guys can comment that too, that would be awesome.
Yes. So where are you in your Magix journey? Okay, we got Canada, El Paso, Italy. Maurizio's here from Italy. Dario's here from Italy.
Wow.
All right.
Misty, 2 years. That's awesome.
Misty is Magix crew member and soon to be educator as well. So very excited to finally get to meet you, Misty, after all these years. We've been chatting, but I'm excited to finally meet you.
Kate, you haven't tried it yet. You'll have to try it out. But we're happy you're here.
Yes. Using for less than a year, never used but want to. Checking it out from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Whoop, whoop.
Just got my first box of color last week. That's awesome. There's a lot of people in here that haven't tried it yet and are just going to be trying it. So I'm so excited because it changed my career. So I'm so excited to share it with other people.
Nicki, I'd love to hear how your Magix journey has been. So I do social media. Araz is the lead educator, but I'd love to hear your kind of like feedback and your journey in using Magix and how it helped your business.
So it's been really awesome. The way that I even got introduced to Magix was I have a Facebook group, and we have a big forum in that Facebook group where we're talking about my Slice Squad techniques. And in there, a few of my members were like, "Have you tried Magix 10 yet? You should, because it processes in 10 minutes the whole line, the demi-permanents, everything." And I was like, "How is that even a thing?" And I was like, okay, I got to look this up. It's too good to be true, but it sounds perfect for me if it does exist. So I look it up, I reach out. I'm like, I think we're perfectly aligned here. I have to try these products, connected with Araz. And it's been a beautiful journey ever since, Araz was kind enough to jump on a Zoom with me and give me some color education as far as using the line goes. And from there, it's been pretty seamless, and I've just been sharing that journey for no other reason than like everybody needs to know it. Like, I mean, I'm not being paid to say this, right? Like,
yeah, you came to us and was like, I want to know about this because this seems like it's so in line, and it's amazing how in line our vision and mission is saving time, helping you guys make more money. So yeah, we're so excited to have Nicki as part of our
and I never put myself out there for products unless there's something that I actively use and I'm like, okay, this is career changing and I think everyone should have it. I don't care about like, what I receive.
And
I don't care about that. I say no to 98% of them. So it's just this was a special one. So.
And I know you have your Slice Squad. For those people who are new and are coming from Magix Crew or maybe Facebook or whatever, I noticed that you have been featuring Magix a lot in your Slice Squad. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your Slice Squad for those in the room that don't know about it?
Yeah, actually, Slice Squad here, love it. Yay, Jesse. Okay, awesome. Well, so my Slice Squad is a membership, and the main goal of the membership has always been to help people work smarter, cut their timing in half. That's why it's called the Slice Squad. Slice your timing in half. We utilize slices a lot. So that's why I'm so aligned with Magix 10, who is all about that same kind of mission and evolving and working smarter. And being able to do more. So it's just so when you sign up for the Slice Squad, it's a website, NickiWildflower.com. You just join the Slice Squad. There's 60 classes that you can take at your leisure. You could try it out and they're all mindset, which I'll show you guys the mindset classes later when we get into that, because that's the purpose of today, right? But I also have a bunch of different hair classes, all made to show you how to work smarter using my techniques. And in a lot of those classes, I'm using Magix products simply because that's what I use behind the chair. So, and I'm like, everybody has to use it. You're loving the education. Awesome. And today only, I just did this. I didn't tell you guys I was going to do this, but it was an impromptu thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do, so for my 6-month membership today only, it's normally $165 for the 75 USD for the 6-month membership. And I just changed it only for today to $120 for 6 months. So you can sign up, just go to www.nickywildflower.com/memberships, choose the 6-month option, or you could just try it out for 2 weeks for $1 before committing. So yeah, all that.
I'll do a screen share for you guys at some point during the webinar today and show you guys what it looks like in the Slice Squad. I'm a member of it. I love supporting other artists. And I think what's really cool is most of the videos, Nicki's using Magix. So not only is it time-saving techniques, but it's also using Magix 10. So, but it is cool, her mindset and the way her story, not to talk about you as if you're not here, but how she grew her business in such a short amount of time. And understanding how to work with the power of our mind. And I think that's what she's going to cover today. I want to give it just 2 more minutes for people. I see there's still some people trying to be let in. So here's my question to you guys. First of all, 2022 is here. So I don't know about you guys, but I set some pretty lofty goals for myself and my business. And the point of today's webinar really is to get some insight from Nicki and some tips on how she grew and scaled her business in a short amount of time using her mind. Also to get some tips from Tanya. We all know social media is like absolutely important to grow and scale our business. And then I'm going to be talking about how to make more money behind the chair. So why don't we do this? Why don't you guys share, if you're open to, what are some of your 2022 goals? Let's start talking about what we're going to create for this year. Like I said, I have some big goals. We did an Instagram live, I think it was Thursday, me, Tanya, and Nicki, and we shared what some of our goals are. So if you guys want to put in the chat what some of your goals are, we're going to give like 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we're going to get started. So what are some goals you guys set for this year? Let's make them good, because we're going to get all of our goals. This is the year for us hairdressers.
One of my goals, you guys, is more Instagram reels, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that today. Amber said, build my color client list. Awesome. Better boundaries, raising service sales. I know we're going to be talking about services today, right?
Yes. Becky says, goals. I haven't raised my price in 3 years. I need to. I'm just scared. Oh, you need to.
Do it scared. Do it scared.
Do it scared. Do it scared. Your clients will respect you. And honestly, guys, now more than ever, it's so justified. I mean, it is so justified. And I think clients, listen, they want raises at work. You're giving yourself a raise. So somebody said, wait, I saw a big number there. To be really honest, Misty, my big hairy goal this year is 150,000 gross income, whatever it takes to get there. Yes, 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 yes.
Woo! You got this.
Stylist in the house, increase income by 50%, create more attention grabbing content. To that, I think Tanya will help you with that. Never put my anxiety into anyone's hair again. Yes, and to be a confident formulator. Jenny, you're speaking to my heart because I've been there. I've been there where it's like, oh my God, I don't know how to formulate. I'm just throwing a whole bunch of stuff together, hoping that it works. It's not fun to be there. So there's a lot of resources. These are phenomenal goals, guys. Adriana's going to be part of the Magix crew. Let's see. Setting a foundation for traveling the country, doing hair. Okay, Jessica, I see you. I see you. April, get out of a major rut after 12 years of doing hair. I'm bored. Yes, yes. So the reason you're bored is probably because you are burned out. The reason you're burned out is probably because maybe you're not very inspired. And the point of today is to really instill that spark of inspiration, instill that excitement on how to really take on 2022 and grow. So you guys have some phenomenal goals. I'm going to read through these in a little bit, but I want to get started because we have 1 hour today. And I want to make sure we give you all of the nuggets. So like I said in the top of this webinar, the three of us are here to really try and support you and your goals and how to scale, how to grow, how to have the career of your dreams for 2022 in a couple of different ways. So one way that it's going to, or one way that you're going to grow and scale your business is, of course, social media. We have Tanya, social media queen, who's going to help you in getting some clarity with that. Mindset is, I think, the most important thing when it comes to building and scaling and sustaining a successful business. It starts here first. You got to see it here. You got to get clear here in order for the results to occur. Nikki's going to talk about that. I'm going to be talking about money and how to save time and make more money. So our goal is to really give you a ton of info and resources for that to happen. So we're going to start it off with Nicki. So Nicki is obviously the founder of the Slice Squad. She has a lot of members in her Slice Squad group. Internationally, people love her techniques. You see her on Instagram, and she's doing these beautiful transformations in half the time. And she came to Magix probably about 6 or 8 months ago and has really grown to love the line. And we've grown to love her support with the line. So I'm going to pass it over to Nicki Wildflower, and she's going to talk about all of the beautiful things. So go on, Nicki.
Hi, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here, and I just am so grateful, and that is going to bring us to our first point. But I just want to say that first of all, before I get started, I can get a little bit sidetracked, so I'm not going to answer questions right away. I newly diagnosed with ADHD, if you couldn't already tell, so I'm going to try my best just to stay on track here, but this is very difficult for me, okay? So this is past my comfort zone. But speaking of gratitude, that is one of the main things. I started my business from the ground up. When I opened up my studio 5 years ago, or almost 5 years ago, 4.5, I had no clientele. I had just moved back to New York after being across the country in Colorado for 7 years. So I had no clientele here. And I was terrified, but I was like, I'm done. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I want to do this on my own. I know I have no clients, but I'm just going to take this risk. And it was so scary. You guys, I was terrified. What it all came down to in my success was doing it, pushing past that fear and just going for it anyway. So just taking action and doing it. So I did it and I figured it out as I went. The same goes for starting the Slice Squad, which I started in 2019. So summer of 2019, I had this idea. I kept sharing my stuff on social media, and eventually it grew into this membership. And I would not have been able to do that if I was just so focused on my fear, and I just had to push past that and go. And I know that I said I was going to start with gratitude, but see here, we're going with take action before you're ready instead, because that's just where my brain decided to go this morning. So I cannot stress this enough. Mindset is so important. Take action before you are ready. I would have paralyzed myself with fear if I didn't just say, okay, I'm not ready to launch this Slice Squad. I'm not ready to go out on my own. Let me wait until I get this perfect. I would have never launched it because it's never going to be perfect. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is when you get these ideas in your head, act on them. Don't sit there and overanalyze the crap out of it and then never take action. Perfectionism, yes, it's a beautiful thing, perfectionism, but it also will hinder you in so many ways. So when you get this idea or you want to start on your own, if you come and you ask me advice, I'm going to be like, just do it. Just do it. You'll figure out all the details while you're in it. But you have to push yourself past that point and get there in order to get started. So just go. Start your own studio. Don't come for me if it doesn't work out, but this is just my advice. No, it will. It totally will. And another thing, I'm really into manifesting. You know, I say it all the time. I manifest your goals, manifest your goals. So, what do you have your goals written down? If you don't have your goals written down, you're doing yourself a major disservice, right? Those goals should be staring you in the face every single morning. The funny thing is, I had my goals set as my wallpaper on my phone. So I wrote down all of my goals for the year. I had them set for my wallpaper. But the one that was like, and then I didn't really even think too much about them. I just kind of like acted accordingly, right? But my goals were staring me in the face every day. Now, the only goal, but what I didn't realize is that my goals were sort of cut off. So the only one that was really like in my face was like my business goal. And that was the only that was the only goal that I reached was my business goals. But you know what? That just shows something because that was the one that was staring me in the face every day. Like, no, I didn't reach my other personal goals, which now I know better. But it was a subconscious thing that I was like acting in such a way. It was staring me in the face every day, and my actions were aligned in a way with what I had written down there. That was just looking me in the eyes, and it was it's ridiculous that that even happened because it was a very lofty business goal, but it stared me in the face every day and I didn't even second guess it. Like there was no doubt in my mind. I was like, yeah, this is a thing. So you have to be so convinced of your own success, of your own of achieving and feel the way that you would feel when you met that goal that like you're not even obsessing about it. You're just acting as if. Because when you obsess about it, you're sort of like rejecting it in a way, and it's all filled with anxiety and scarcity and all that stuff. So just feel confident in the fact that that is coming to be. um what else did I want to talk about? Now, as somebody with ADHD, it is really important for me to I'm sorry, I was hoping to get insight on the actual color line. Yes, Lisa, we will be doing that. Araz, that is Araz's job. I'm going to be talking about mindset. So, but absolutely, that will happen. Um, as somebody with ADHD, I I don't like having structure in my life. I surely don't. But the most success that I have in my life is when I do have structure in my life. So something that I started utilizing, and this is big on the mindset and just helping you kind of like be in a good place. So I'll set my schedule every day, even if it's not hair schedule. Every minute of my day is accounted for, and I start that schedule the night before. Because if I don't have that right in front of me, I'm not doing it. I will get distracted. I'll be on TikTok for 5 hours and get nothing else done. So, this morning it was like, I wake up and every single day I start my day with gratitude, right? That's so important. Even when I don't feel like it, I just recall things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my life. And the second thing I do is I do like I just pop in my earphones and I do these guided meditations. And it's just a way to start my day off with like deep breathing and just kind of relaxation and set my intention for the day and be clear about my intention for the day and not kind of letting your hours get lost. Time is the most valuable thing in the world, which we're all here to agree on. You don't want to lose your time to kind of like aimless activities and just mindlessly scrolling, I guess. There's a time and a place for that. It's fun, but not during the workday for me. And the next thing that I'll generally do is while I'm doing like my mindless work or putting on my makeup and doing my hair, I will pop in a podcast or some kind of educational video or something. Learn something new every single day. You need that inspiration. So when you feel like you're in a rut, a big part of that is that you're not feeling inspired. You're not learning something new. So make sure every day I'm learning something new. I am listening to a podcast. I'm reading a book. Like before I hopped on today, this morning while I was doing my makeup, I was listening to a book called Atomic Habits, which is a great book, by the way. And it's just about showing up and being 1% better than you were before and setting up your environment in a way that aligns with your success, you know? So I'll pop in my AirPods and I'll just listen to that while I'm doing my makeup, doing all of that mindless stuff. I need to feel inspired every day. I need to interact with people who are in the industry. I'll watch hair classes, I'll watch hair videos, I will talk to my people and make sure that I feel inspired. Notes from Nicki, stay inspired. Yes, very important. if you don't feel that inspiration, you're going to end up in a rut. You're not going to love what you do. Your mind is not going to be in the right place, and you're not going to be growing. You're not going to be evolving. So make sure you're learning something every single day. And there is time for it. Because like I said, I could be doing mindless things and just pop these in, and I'm learning while I do that. Okay. So another thing that I do is I time block my schedule. Okay. So I have my Google Calendar. Everything is accounted for by the minute. I set it every day the night before because I won't do it if it's in the morning. What advice can you give for independent stylists who are on their own? This is that. Time block your schedule. Literally stay organized. I'm not an organized person. This does not come naturally to me whatsoever. So I have to do this. And it helps my life in so many different ways. The night before, I get right on my Google Calendar, and the Google Calendar will link with my, I use Gloss Genius to book my appointments. So it'll link with that and kind of like line it up for me. I'll do like, okay, so every morning I have it in my book, physical movement. So I will put that in, whether that be, I'll use my balance board, or I'll get on my Peloton. Like, it's good to start your day like that. Then I'll do my gratitude. Then I'll do my meditation. Then I have it in like input emails, stuff like that. Cause I work a lot from home because I have the Slice Squad, edit classes, create content. I'll give myself 45 minutes to create content every single day. And it's in there. You have these 45 minutes to create content. Do that. And then let it go. Use that 45 minutes and then let it go. Even I have it scheduled when to eat dinner. Like, I'm working with a client
commitment. That is commitment. That is awesome.
No, it's a lot. I know it's a lot. It doesn't take a lot of time to do it. And I have a class on this in my membership, like my time blocking, what I do. I don't like structure, but I have to have it because I will not, it's just how most human brains operate the same way. It's very easy for us to get distracted. So, it's really important to just have your day set out. And the most successful people in the world, oh yeah, Gloss Genius, yeah. The most successful people in the world will all tell you that having a schedule and sticking to that schedule is how they're able to be so productive. So yeah, and the main thing that I want to do before I show you my my mindset portion of my membership, because I think that this is so important. I can teach you all the skills in the entire world. I can teach you how to do hair color, but if your mind is not in the right place, you won't be successful. So mindset is going to beat talent every day of the week. Being there, showing up, doing the thing. Yeah. It's just a schedule is key, especially when you're a mama and a business owner. Yes, absolutely. And it's hard. Sometimes things jump in and get in your way of your schedule, and you have to tweak it a little bit, and that's totally fine. But having that there,
it's a great start.
Yeah, you would be surprised how much time when you don't have a schedule. I have devoured Nicki's mindset and business building videos. Oh, that's awesome. So I definitely am going to be putting out more of those soon. I put out a new class every week, or just about every week. Sometimes life gets in the way, but we try. But it's just, okay, let's see. Love being inspired. Mindset is definitely key. I run a convenience store with my husband and 2 kids. It can be hard to keep being inspired for my salon. So staying focused. Yeah, it's awesome. Education, I can relate because I also have ADHD. It's extremely hard to stay on task. I'm glad Nicki discussed this. Yeah, I think so doing hair is like a really nice career for somebody who has ADHD. Like, it's very much aligned, but it can be really hard to stay on task and stay motivated. So this is what works for me. And when I don't do this stuff, I can literally see the difference in A, my mental health, B, my productivity, C, my business, like everything. So just
sorry, not to interrupt, Nicki. The people who are in our chat box, you guys are saying that we can't see the chat. So we haven't figured out how to show the chat to everybody, but just so you know, if you're typing in the chat, we are seeing it. So Tanya, myself, and Nicki, we are seeing it. And what's going to happen is after we're done with our portions, we're going to have a Q&A session at the end. So we can see all the questions. We're going to try to get to all of them. But we want to try to stay on track. So you guys can put your questions in either the Q&A or the chat box, but know that we will most likely get to them after, because we want to give you all the content first. We promised you an hour. We don't mind going over, but within that hour, we want to give you all the nuggets of gold to help build your business. So sorry,
Yes.
go ahead, Nicki.
Absolutely. So those are the main things that I try to stick by. I obviously could talk about this stuff for like 3 hours, but we don't have that today. But there's definitely more in-depth classes on mindset and just what I do and building your clientele from scratch like I did. And quickly, mind you, because I don't have patience. But little improvements every day are gonna change your life. And um, Araz, I don't know if I can share my screen or you could share yours, but I just want to show what that looks like in the
The Slice
membership.
Squad? Yeah, I
Yeah.
will share. So I have it up. As I said earlier, guys, I joined her Slice Squad because A, I love supporting other artists, and B, I love supporting education. It's one of my passions. So here is what you see once you log in. So this is my member portal, and these are all the videos that she has currently, and she adds one new video at least every week. I don't know where the things are though. Let's see.
Oh, but just go down. You see there's like a little bit of text underneath the video, right under the video.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this is technique.
Right?
Right?
No. Go up a little bit more to the top of the videos. And right on top of the videos, you are able to, yes, those. So you can go business and mindset. Those are the business and mindset classes. Time blocking.
You wanted to make 6 figures. Here you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
Conquer your goals.
you.
Pay your rent with retail. The power of visualization. Fill up your books fast. Master your confidence. Overcoming limited beliefs. Lots of good stuff there.
Quick fixes, diagrams, what would you do, techniques, all of it. So this is what it looks like in the member portal. There's a ton of content, and they're all great, easy to digest pieces of information. So we will give you more info on that at the end, but we wanted to give you a little sneaky peeky on what it looks like in there.
And with that said, I'm going to conclude because I want to give you ladies have very important things to say. And a lot of people are asking me hair questions, but I want to definitely leave the product questions to Araz. She is the absolute queen of that. But we are going to, social media is so important. And on the topic of showing up every single day, I think Tanya could agree with me that that is the most important thing with social media. But she is the absolute expert, the owner and founder of Influence PRX, which is a social media management company. And Tanya manages not only the Magic's 10 social media accounts, but several different beauty companies, as well as hairstylist accounts as well. And she just has a wealth of information to share. So I want to hand it over to you, Tanya.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I wrote down on my notes, time block. I wrote time block and underlined it. That was a great reminder. And you guys, having Nicki here is awesome. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but I do. And her content, her Instagram reels are always so captivating. It makes me want to watch it over and over again. And so just having Nicki here and being able to pick her brain about mindset, I don't know about you guys, but for me has been an awesome like reminder and inspiration. So thank you, Nicki. That was awesome. And I want to just touch on Nicki's Instagram for a sec. So if you take a look at her, you'll notice that she's posting a lot of video content. And that's something that I want to start off with sharing with you guys is 2022 is here. The biggest thing that you can go towards is video. And it just helps you reach the most amount of people. And more now than ever, we are craving human connection. We all talk through direct message. We're commenting on each other's posts on social media. And so it's really important for you to show up consistently because social media world is like the new world. This is like the new place where everyone does everything. People talk to each other on here. People look for things to buy. People look for courses. People look for information. I am your wake-up call right now. If you are not on social media, let me correct that. If you're not on social media posting consistently, you're gonna fall behind. So there's a difference. You can be consuming a ton of content and just be watching people's reels and looking at people's posts and be posting every once in a while. There's that. or there's actually showing up and posting consistently. And that's where everybody needs to be. So I am the wake up call. I am the voice. I am the reminder saying, hey, you can do this. You got this. You need to do this, or you are going to fall behind. And I'm going to give you guys I only have 15 minutes. So I condensed my most important things for you guys in one little presentation. So super, super quick. I've been in the social media field since 2015. My career in social media started way before then because I used to sell jewelry online through MySpace. How many of you guys were on MySpace? Drop a comment in the chat, because Nicki said, because I know some of you guys here are, OGs like me in MySpace. I'm serious. I want to see in the chat box if you're on MySpace, because I love when other people are like on that same boat with me. Yes. Oh my God, my OG MySpace. OG here too. I'm loving it. Oh my God.
Top 8. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Top 8. Sorry.
So funny. Top 8. And then it was like top 16. And we were like, whoo, I can add more people. So those are the days. And funny story how this all comes for full circle. I was like a huge believer in social media. So I used to have a separate MySpace jewelry page, and I used to post pictures of my jewelry. And then I was like, how can I sell jewelry? People aren't buying online. Those were not the Amazon days, you guys. Like, it was different back then. And so I started going to local hair salons throughout Orange County, and I would meet with the salon owner, and I would make an agreement with them to where I would set up some of my jewelry in their salon on consignment. They would get a percentage of sales. I would get a percentage of sales. And so I ended up having 30 hair salons, over 30 hair salons throughout Orange County. I was a single mama pushing my stroller with my baby, going salon to salon. Looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so unprofessional. But I was like, I was in the zone. I was determined to make it happen. So it's like, you do what you got to do, right? And so it's funny how it came full circle, because now here I am again in the hair industry. So it's super cool to just like be doing this in a different capacity that I'm passionate about. And so I'm going to share with you guys now 2022 what social media is about. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick. I have a presentation for you guys. This is going to go quick. I tend to go through my info really quick, but I will send you guys a link to this after this. When we have the video and everything set up, we're going to send you guys a replay and like some links. And I will make sure to include this for you guys. So if I go fast, don't worry. I'm not looking at the chat box because I want to make sure I go through all the information with you guys. If we have time later, I'm happy to answer questions. So social media in 2022. And Araz, feel free to interrupt me if like there's something I really should stop for from the chat box, or like anything's going on. So social media is taking over. Before I start, let me give you guys a hack right now. Something you can do right now is tag us in your stories. Right now, take a picture, or maybe later if you see a slide you like or whatever, at any point, take a picture, tag Magix10 in your stories, tag me, tag Araz, tag Nicki Wildflower. And this is a great opportunity to get some reposts. If I repost you on my story, it's going to drive traffic to your page because people are going to wonder who you are. So tag all of us, and social media is taking over. Don't get left behind. I already told you guys my thoughts on that. The key elements right now: people crave connection, consistency, and use Instagram Reels and video. So people crave connection, meaning feel free to actually talk to people on social media. Don't just like, if someone DMs you, don't just like their comment and move on. Like, actually DM them back and have a conversation. Social media is called social media because you have to be social to see results. So actually respond to people, talk to people, even if they are not a client. You never know when they can become one. You never know who they can refer to you. You just never know. Everybody has at least 100 followers or 500 followers or 1,000 followers. Like, that's how social media is. So you want to really connect with people through social media. Consistency, showing up consistently is so key. I'm not talking about logging into social media and looking at your feed consistently. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually posting consistently on your social media. And use Instagram Reels and video. You guys, this is like the big thing of the year. It's the way that I have seen Reels grow is mind-blowing, and they're still doing things, perfecting Reels. They're still launching updates. So if you are like, oh my gosh, it's like new, I don't even really know what I'm doing, listen to Nicki's advice, just do it. Don't try to be a perfectionist and don't wait until like 3 months later to start posting on Reels. Just start now. Who cares what people think? Who cares how many views you get? Who cares how many likes you get? You're gonna look back at today and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I should have started when Tanya told me to on the Magix 10 education event.
Can I attest to this? So Tanya and I have been friends for a very long time. And I remember clearly, I had just started Instagram and my Instagram handle was I rocked your hair. This was a very long time ago. And Tanya sat me down and she said, you need to put time and effort into your Instagram page. Take pictures of your work. This was before there was tagging, but she was in my ear. You need to. I didn't listen because I'm like, no, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to show my face. I don't want to show my, like, I just was so in my head about it, and I'm kicking myself in the rear end right now. She told me this probably 5 years ago. She told me this 2 years ago. And I would say it was about 2 years ago where I actually started listening. And could you imagine, had I started 5 years ago, where my social media would have been now? What would my sphere of influence look like now? So the time is now. Guys, the time is going to pass anyways. You might as well start now. Just start now. I wish I started when she first told me. I'm like, why didn't I listen? Sorry.
I also want to add something to that real quick. I'm so sorry, but not caring just putting it out there and not caring what other people think just did wonders for me. You don't think that there's people who are like, do you see what Nicki's posting on social media? She thinks she's like an influencer now. A few years ago, do you think that people were saying that? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I care? Absolutely not. It's not their life. So just wanted to add that little.
Yeah. Do you guys I mean, it's cringy. It feels awkward posting yourself in a reel, in a video. I get it, but who cares? Because if you're talking to the right people, they're going to listen and they're going to want to do business with you. So sorry.
Preach, ladies, preach.
I got it. All right, go Tanya, go.
Next up is going to be Instagram 101. I am going to focus on Instagram because the strategy that I use, you guys, is simply post on Instagram, and whatever content I'm posting on Instagram, share that on my Facebook, whether it's your personal or business. We'll talk about Facebook a little bit later at the end. But Instagram Reels, you guys, there's an app called InShot. If you can take your reel and you can make it into a square and post it onto Facebook. But the focus is Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels is huge. Instagram 101. The number one best thing you can post on Instagram right now is Reels. The second best thing you can post right now is video. The third best thing you can post right now is high-res images. The fourth best thing is still graphics and quotes. The fifth worst thing is stock photos and Google Photos. Okay, so this is the order that if you can post mostly Reels and video, you're going to be good to go. Now, Instagram just did a new feature where now videos can take up the whole screen, even if it is not an Instagram Reel. So if you are shooting video, always make sure you are shooting it like this. Okay. I know a lot of social media people say this gets you the best quality video, but if you're focusing on Reels, shoot it like this. And even if you don't post it as a Reel, but you post it as a regular video, let's say you're not super comfortable with Reels yet, but you want to get started and you're like, I'm just going to post it as a regular video. Make sure that you post that you're shooting your content like this and you just upload it. If your video takes up the full screen, Instagram is going to push out your content more. If your if your Instagram Reel takes up the whole screen, Instagram's going to push it out more. So make sure your video is taking up the full screen. So let's jump into Instagram Reels. My 3 tips to you guys: create your own Reels, use trending sounds, and be you. That is like the simplest, easiest way to start. Like, don't overthink it. Don't worry about anything. So create your own, meaning watch what other people are doing. Go into Reels and watch what other people are doing. And if you get inspired and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to make one like that, you can save the sound, or you can use the sound, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right here. I know it's hard to see. And if you really want to figure it out, just go for it and just start using it. We have YouTube. We have like so many tools that you can figure it out. All of you guys have access to a plethora of information. We all do. But if you can see here, this little C, this little like icon right here, if that's usually where the sound is, if you click on that, you can use whatever sound it is that that person is using, okay? And so I wanna give you guys a little hack. There is this little button, and I wish I made this bigger, you guys. I'm sorry this is so small, but there's a little icon here, and it'll be either a music icon or it'll be an arrow. So here's the arrow zoomed in. When you see this little arrow in this corner, that means it's a trending sound. This is a little bit of like an advanced section, you guys. So if you're new to Instagram Reels, don't worry about this right now. But if you are a little bit more advanced in Reels, if you want to get higher reach in your videos, if you use trending sound, you will reach more people. Okay. So next is IG stories. People cringe at this part, but I'm here to tell you, show your face on Instagram stories. That is the biggest advice that I can give you for stories. You will get higher views. You will get more people reaching out to you, direct messaging you. And when new people find you, they will look at what you have posted to your stories, and that will help determine if they want to follow you or not. If you can post 1 to 3 stories a day, that will help your engagement on your page. It gives people more opportunity to see you and engage with you. And remember to incorporate personal posts of you. Like, don't make it just about work. Feel free to bring in, like Nicki did this awesome stories yesterday about a cake that she made that ended up, like, she's probably like, oh my God, Tanya's stalking you. I totally am stalking you, by the way. And that's what Instagram stories is about. And like, I thought it was hilarious, and it broke it up because Nicki was like, oh my gosh, I made this cake. I think with was it your cousin or?
I had my niece sleep over, and we made a cake that she thought, a 3-layer cake, which she thought was the best thing in the entire world. And we're eating it, and it was the most disgusting thing. My wife and I are laughing at each other across the table, like texting each other about how bad it is while she's sitting there raving about it.
And so that's such a great example of how you can put in, and Nicki doesn't do that all the time. So like when she puts in personal stuff, it makes you feel more connected to her. It makes you feel like you're getting to know her better. Sometimes Araz will post pictures of her son, like playing the guitar or like dancing to like a video game. Like, so these little things, you don't have to post everything that's going on in your life, but feel free to post things that make people interested. I always tell people, treat your social media like it's your reality show. People will continue to watch you. And then when you post something hair related, you have their attention because they like looking at your content. So the next thing is hashtags. I think this is super important because a lot of people use hashtags wrong. Back in the day, I used to tell people to put hashtags in their comment. It would hide the hashtags. You can use up to 30. Well, scratch that because there's a new update now. Now you can add your hashtags in your caption because that is going to bring you more people, because Instagram did an update where now the search bar is searchable. So if your hashtags are in your caption, it helps you be found. So some great examples of hashtags you can use is the brand. So if you're using Magix 10, use the hashtag Magix 10. Your city, so you can attract local people to your posts, local hashtags. So you want to put them in your caption and have them be relevant. This is really important. If you look at your insights, sometimes you'll notice a lot of traffic will come from your hashtags. So put that there so you can be found. The next is geotags and engagement. So this is a big one. I'm going to go, this can be very advanced, but I'm going to go through it as fast as possible just to give you like a reminder that you should be doing this. If you want to drive local traffic to your page, look up the hashtag of your city and go and like and comment on people's posts that are in your city. That will bring local people to your page. which can turn into followers, which can turn into clients. If you have any questions about this, please send me a direct message on Instagram and I can help you. I have a lot of Instagram live videos that I have done in the past teaching this technique, and I can DM them to you. Oh, big thing. Engage with your current clients. Follow all your clients on Instagram and make sure you are leaving them likes and comments, so that way you have higher conversion and like they're giving you more referrals, you're staying top of mind, they're coming in more often. So, and they feel more connected to you. So definitely engage with your current clients. And then I think it's my last, okay, 2 more slides. My goal is to finish in 2 minutes. So let me get through these. So Facebook page, a lot of people ask me if you should have a Facebook personal page or a Facebook business page. I'm a fan of having both. I don't want to scare you guys, so I'm going to tell you guys the easiest way to do it. Link one of your Facebook accounts to your Instagram and just click the little button, just share everything across to Facebook, and have your Facebook business page just so you can establish your expertise that you are a real business. So your Facebook business page is just so people on Facebook can see that you have a business, you're a business owner, you're a legitimate business. Your personal Facebook page is so you can connect with people and that you can actually leave likes and comments and be part of Facebook groups. I'm not going to read through all of this right now, but I will send you guys this PDF. But a huge thing is post on Facebook and join local Facebook groups and interact with people in your community. You will get clients if you've joined our past social media trainings. Even Araz has said how she has gotten clients from local Facebook groups. So write that down and look into it later. And then the last thing is, how often should you post? So my recommendation is posting 5 times a week on your personal Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you tag Magix 10 all the time when you're using Magix 10, like as much as you want, because we want to feature you on the social media and we want to support you. We want to support your work, and at least post once a day on Instagram stories. So on Instagram stories, you want to tag your clients, you want to tag the manufacturers, you want to tag the distributor, tag everybody. And if you don't want the tags to show, you can make them really small, or you can even drag them to the corner of the story and it'll disappear. So make sure you are posting consistently, because the more you post on social media, the more money you can make. So if you guys have any questions, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Go ahead and follow me at Tanya Kara _. My name is also here on the Zoom, and I post social media tips multiple times a week. And so follow me and make sure to tag all of us during this Zoom so we can share you. And next is going to be Araz. I'm really excited for her portion of this. She's the lead educator for Magix 10 and founder of Combed Education. She's been in the hair industry for 20 years. Like, oh my gosh.
21. My career can legally drink now. Just saying.
Her career can legally drink. And she's been educating for 16 years. So I'm really excited to see what she has to share with you guys about Magix 10 and making more money. She's going to show you guys how to make more money in 2022. Side note, we've been friends since we were 3. So it's super cool that came full circle too. But I remember in high school when she was going to beauty school, when everyone else was just like in regular high school. So she's amazing with knowledge and color and everything. So I'm handing over the mic to you, Araz. Thanks to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Shout out to Nicki and Tanya. You guys are dropping like gold here. And I have so many notes written down, and I can't wait to reflect and rewatch this. So like Tanya said, guys, my name is Araz Nelson. I'm the lead educator with Magix 10. And Magix 10 was brought to me about 5 years ago. And I just remember thinking, like, I was so intrigued by the idea of being able to take clients in and out quicker. At that time, my son was only 2, and I didn't want to work like late nights. I didn't want to have to work weekends. And so the idea of 10-minute color was like, oh, heck yeah, I'm here for it. Well, obviously 5 years later, here I am, because I'm a firm believer that Magix 10 absolutely changed my business. So like Tanya said, I've been doing hair for 21 years. I've been educating for the last 15 years, and I've only worked for 2 manufacturers. Like Nicki said, I cannot talk about anything unless I'm wildly passionate about it. And Magix 10 is something that sparked my creativity, that sparked my excitement, that really took me and my business to the next level, because it was exactly what I didn't know I needed. So I want you to think about the business goals that you set for yourself this year. At the beginning of the Zoom, we asked people to set their goals, and I saw a lot of common themes. One of them being money goals, right? So maybe you had money goals. Maybe you want to make more money. We've had a rough couple of years. A lot of us are ready to hit the ground running, really taking our business to the next level. Maybe you've been working really hard. Maybe you've been double booking, triple booking, working nights and weekends. Maybe that's not what you want anymore, and you're done with it. That's where I was. Like, I did not want to have to double book, but I didn't want to lose money, right? Because at the end of the day, I have a family that I have to support. So maybe you want to spend more time with that family. Maybe you want to spend time with your kids, or you want to travel. Maybe you want more liberty. So whether it is making more money or having more free time, I think being hairdressers, both of those are very, very important goals. And in my opinion, Magix can support those goals for you. So think about it this way. Think about your day behind the chair, the clients that you see. How many minutes are you wasting? And I say wasting, maybe I could use a better word, but how many minutes are being passed while a client is processing? So let's keep it really simple. I'm going to just give you a basic example right now, and I'm going to look at my notes to make sure I don't mess up my timing. So if you do 8 clients in a day, color appointments, so they're coming in, you're refreshing their color, okay? 8 clients in a day with traditional color that processes in 40 minutes. Am I right, guys? Most color processes between 40 to 60 minutes, right? Okay. So if you're using your traditional color and they're processing for 40 minutes, maybe what you do is while they're processing, you double book. I don't want to do that anymore though, right? 21 years, my back, my shoulders, my neck. No, we're not doing that anymore. So those 40 minutes in an 8 client day, just in processing time alone, is 320 minutes. That's over 5 hours of just processing. Color comes on, now you wait 40 minutes, 5 hours, okay? So 320 minutes, 5 hours. If you use Magix 10, if you just swap your color, nothing else, you just swap your color with Magix 10, okay? The process time for those 8 clients comes down to 80 minutes. That is 1 hour and 20 minutes. 5 hours of processing or 1 hour and 20 minutes of processing. So 240 minutes, 4 hours saved. 4 hours, you guys, that's a long time saved just by switching over to Magix 10 and its processing time of 10 minutes, okay? So in my opinion, like, that is absolutely mind-blowing, because what else can you do in those 4 hours that you now saved? If you don't want to double book anymore, because that's just a me thing, right? And maybe you guys are there. I just think long-term sustainability in this industry, we got to take care of our body, and double, triple booking, it doesn't work for me. So those 4 hours, I could either leave earlier, do the same amount of clients and leave earlier and have an extra 4 hours with my family, or I can take an additional 4 clients in that day alone. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, those 4 clients would be an extra $600. That is an extra $600 just in one day, because I'm saving 4 hours of processing time. So I hope you guys are seeing how, like, this is an absolute, not even a game changer. This is career changing, my opinion. And I think Nicki agrees. So let's say your goal was to make more money, right? $600 more a day. So what I want to talk about is why Magix 10. Okay, so we all know that 10-minute color is not a new concept. It has been around. In the last 1.5 to 2 years, have you guys noticed And I'm not going to name anybody, but have you guys noticed big manufacturers, the big guys, the big guys are bringing on 10-minute colors? Why? Why are these other manufacturers wanting to jump into the 10-minute color world? Not only do hairdressers want it, not only do we want more time, not only do we want to potentially make more money, our clients want it. There is a whole demographic of clients who do not, and I'm sorry to say this, and I know you're not gonna like hearing it, but they don't wanna spend 4 hours with you. I love you, but they don't. If they can get in and out quicker. Nicki and I were talking about if they could do a Magix 10 for nails and I can get in and out in 30 minutes, oh my God, I would pay for that. I would pay to get in and out quicker because I have other things to do. So these other manufacturers are bringing on this idea of 10-minute color, but here's the difference, guys. As Moan International, as Magix 10, the mission, the values, and the why behind Magix was created was not to be just another niche product. It was not just another me too. It's a no. This is what we do. The idea of saving hairdressers more time, creating products with the newest technology and making the hair feel and look the absolute best, that is at the core of what Magix does versus, in my opinion, other brands that have their big lines, and then now they're just kind of bringing on a 10-minute color just to see if it's going to stick, just to see if it's going to work. If we learn anything about mindset, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So just know with Magix 10, this is at the core of what we do. The whole line processes in 10 minutes or less, other than the high lifts, okay? And it is a multi-use line. We have 92 colors to pick from. So those of you who are thinking about, oh, maybe I should try it, you know, there's 92 shades to pick from. So I always say this, we are a traditional color line that processes in 10 minutes. We are not just a 10-minute color line, right? We have the reds and the violets and the coppers. We have ash, we have gold, we have high lift, we have bleach. We have a full line of permanent color that can be transformed into an acidic or alkaline demi from the same tube. So if you recently moved into a suite and you don't have a lot of space, guess what? Those 92 colors just doubled for you. Now you can use them as a permanent, you can use them as an alkaline demi, you can use them as an acidic demi. Any color service that's done in the hair salon can be done with Magix 10, saving you over 75% in processing time, and time is money, okay? So let's use our time more wisely. Let's work smarter, not harder. What can we offer for ourselves in our business to help level up, right? You are using hair color. We're all using hair color. So why not use something that's going to help you get to your goals? Why not use something that's going to help you make more money, that's going to help you save more time, right? And something that's a full color line that believes in the hairdresser. I don't know about you guys, but we had a meeting and we were talking about social media, and our goal has always been to always answer every message, always answer every question, whether it's me, whether it's Tanya, whoever it is. Do you get that from other brands? No, because they're not hairdresser focused, right? Like if we have anything to say about it, we are supporting this industry in all of the ways that we can. So breaking down how to make more money, how to save time, and having a color line that not only works, that works beautifully, that's not progressive, right? This is a big one, because if you have any experience with other 10-minute color, what happens? After 10 minutes, it gets darker and darker, and then you start sweating and freaking out and panicking, and then like that is not sustainable. That's why Magix is different. The technology is different. So this webinar today, guys, is really a focus on how to build your business, how to scale, how to grow, how to level up. If you're wanting in-depth education, we have our monthly webinars. We have a whole YouTube library full of all of our old webinars, all educational videos. This was just a glimpse for you to see what's possible, to see that the goals that you set for yourself, Misty, $150,000 a year, possible. Like I promise you, it's possible. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that was possible, but it is, right? And so if you want to make more money, Magix can support you in doing that. If you want nights and weekends with your family, Magix can support you in doing that. You're using hair color anyways. Why not use the best, in my opinion? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap that up. I want you guys to know, and we're going to open it up to questions, but I want you guys to know that at the end of this, you are going to get a replay link with this webinar so you can go back and watch it. I know we all spoke really, really quickly because we wanted to get you all the information in the 1 hour window. You're also going to get a few downloadables to utilize. So Tanya's presentation, Tanya has a checklist. Nicki has some things for you to do to make sure that you write your goals down and set yourself up for success. We've got some things with Magix 10, but I want to offer you guys this. And it is not going to be on, hold on, I'm going to log into it right now. It's not going to be in the email. This is a bonus just for you guys who are here. So if you are wanting to try Magix 10 and you haven't, or you have and you want to play a little bit more, here's what you're going to do. Do you guys see my screen? Give me a thumbs up, girls. Yes. Okay. So you're going to go to getmymagixkit.com. This is a website where we have an opportunity for you to try Magix 10 if my mouse makes it over here. Okay. So do you want to upgrade your color business to Magix 10? What you're going to do is you're going to click on USA. And I'm about to give you a coupon code. You ready? Get your pen, write it down. This is only good for 24 hours. Okay, if my computer works, here we go. So what you get in this eye opener kit is 3 of the true neutrals, a level 6, a level 7, a level 8. True neutrals, perfectly balanced gray coverage. This is your go-to when you just need like your 6N, your 7N, your 8N. This is what you're gonna use. You're gonna get 100% gray coverage, non-progressive, beautiful results in 10 minutes. So you get the 3 colors, you get 1 bottle of 21 volume developer, and you get a wall chart, okay? So you are going to add to cart. We're gonna go to view cart, and you are gonna put this coupon code, all caps, Bootcamp 30. That is gonna get you 30% off, drop the price down to $29.99, just so you guys can try it, okay? Once you try it and you love, we get this question all the time. Once you try it, you love it, you want more of it, can't get enough of it, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to getmymagixkit.com. You're gonna go to find Magix 10. So Magix 10, we do not sell direct to hairdressers. We have a beautiful network of distributors all across the country. And they are who you're going to talk to when you're wanting to buy Magix 10. So we have the eye opener just for you to sample it. And then you're going to go here. You're going to go to getmymagixkit.com. You're going to go to find Magix, and you're going to put your name, your email address, and your county, your address, and all of our distributors are going to come up here for you with their phone numbers and contact information. So depending on where you are, for example, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, you're going to go to Freeman. If you are in Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, Kentucky, you're going to go through Classic, phenomenal people. California, Arizona, Nevada, you're going to go through Beauty Solutions. So we have the trial kit for you to just give it a shot. But if you want to purchase Magix with all the deals that these distributors have, here's how you find who your distributor is. Now, if you have trouble getting in contact with your distributor for whatever reason, then you can absolutely give us an email or a call or something. But that is how you're going to find Magix. This is how you're going to get it at 30% off. Bootcamp 30, all caps. And with that being said, that is all I have. And we are just at 10 o'clock. I want to open it up for questions. Now, if you have to go, I totally understand. We did start a little bit later, but if you want to stay and ask questions, please feel free. We are all open to answering any questions that you guys have.
I saw a question that I was really interested in answering. Somebody asked, and I don't know exactly who it is, but somebody asked what our thoughts are on hourly pricing. And while I can't speak to everybody in here, I do want to say this from my opinion. So we're talking here about saving time and working smarter and working faster and cutting down our service times, right? So when you are able to cut your service times in half, I feel that it no longer makes sense to charge hourly because you would be losing money. So I recommend, and what I use personally is basically a value based model where I'm charging for that end result and not the hours, because I work so efficiently that I would be losing money if I did it the hourly way. Why should somebody pay? Why should somebody, just because it takes me 1 hour and it takes somebody else 4 hours, doesn't mean we should be charging different prices. So that's it. I just wanted to touch on that.
And you know, I have a different perspective on that. And I don't advertise that I charge hourly because clients will, you know, we all know how clients are. So I don't tell them it's hourly, but most of my services do break down to what an hourly range would be. It's just like, I will book a 2-hour, whatever I'm doing, and it breaks down to almost the same personally. So I'm a fan of breaking it down so I know what I'm making an hour, so that I know what I'm going to walk away with at the end of the day, but I don't advertise it. It's just for me in my head to know, okay, I need to make this amount so that I can live the life that I want to live per hour. So that's just for me.
I answer this question, what's the difference between reels and videos? This is the second time this has been asked. So Reels is the video portion of Instagram that gets dumped under the Reels section. When you just post a video as a video, it does not go under Reels, and you can't add music like trending sounds and stuff if you just post a regular video. So that is the biggest difference between the two. They go into two different places in Instagram. I would suggest just posting on Reels. But video is just, you go to post, you upload the video and you post it. Reels, you can add things like captions. You can add text to it. You can add sounds to it. So it's just two different things. And what I recommend using TikTok videos, I think you're asking if you would recommend using TikTok videos on Instagram. Sure, why not? You can download an app called TikSave. I'll go ahead and write it down here. TikSave is for those of you who like making videos on TikTok, and you remove the TikTok logo using TikSave and you can upload it to Reels.
Somebody asked, what type of tripod do you use? I personally just have a regular ring light that has a phone attachment. I also recently invested, you guys are gonna make fun of me. I recently invested in a GoPro and a chest attachment that I put the GoPro right here, and it films me what I'm doing. It wasn't a cheap investment. The ring light's definitely cheaper with your iPhone, but yeah, I think, I don't have my ring light here, but yeah, there's an iPhone attachment that I put right behind me. I think Nicki puts it behind her as well. Let's see, Katie, where can I get in-depth education? I have so many questions. Alkaline demi versus acidic demi. Yep, all of that. So if you search Moan International on YouTube, there's a lot of education there. There's our past webinars along with educational videos. And then if you don't find what you're looking for, you send me a message on Instagram and we can chat. Cool. And then somebody else said advice for a brand new stylist. Let's see, what did she say? Her commute is, she's feeling stuck. Commute is far. I was sold on the fact that the stylist I'm assisting specializes in what I want to do. Okay, I was also promised education, which has been kind of slow. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with love. Your growth, your success, your impact, your money, all of that comes down to you. So a lot of salons, what are commission or what, people will promise you things. They're going to sell you on the pipe dream. You have the power to do what you want to do. So if the salon is not offering the education that they promised, that's not stopping you from going out and getting education yourself, right? If you're not happy in that environment, then go somewhere else. But the one thing, and this was a huge eye opener for me, is just and this is when a lot changed for me, is when I took personal responsibility for my business and stopped depending on clients, family, manufacturers, products to do for me what I needed to do for myself. You're lucky, you're new, you're green, you're excited. Take that passion and create a big, beautiful career for yourself. You can. Don't expect anybody to give you anything. You can go out there and find the education and the inspiration. You're here, you showed up. Like, clearly you have big goals and you are ready to make those happen. It's just take more personal responsibility. If they're not giving you what you want, either say something or go find it yourself. And again, I say that with absolute love and respect. My ring light is behind you. Oh yeah, there is a ring light behind me. See? Right there, there's a ring light, and then there's a little attachment for the phone. Thank you, Franco.
So I went ahead and put in the comments, you guys, I went ahead and added the sign up information for the next event. Araz, it's correct, right? The Magic of Magics on February 14.
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys want more Magix 10 education, I also in the comments put a link to the YouTube channel so you can go and watch all the videos. And I also put a link to the next education event so you guys can RSVP. I highly suggest you guys go and sign up for it now. Don't forget, because once you sign up, we will automatically send you reminders. Zoom sends you reminders like, hey, this is 1 week away. Here's the login information. So you can just go sign up now. And it's going to cover, you can join Araz on that day. She's going to cover dynamic technology that fuels Magix 10 to work faster and more efficiently with every color service done in the salon. 10 minutes, she's going to cover 10-minute gray coverage, 5-minute root melt and toning, mixing and timing, formulating color families, Magix Morph. There's going to be a live model and a Q&A. So that's going to be amazing, 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 amazing. So sign up, it's free. So sign up for it. And I just put the link there, you guys.
Yeah, guys, we do a live gray coverage model. Normally I'll have somebody here or I'll do it, doesn't matter, where you see the model, you see the before, we apply the color. I'm telling you all about how to use Magix, what makes it different. And then we take the model of the back, shampoo, and bring her back all within an hour. She's done, ready out the door. So think about your clients who would appreciate a service like that. Think about your corporate women, your corporate moms, or your moms, period. Like, you know how many people I have come on their lunch break for a quick retouch? They're so grateful because now they don't have to come in after work. And then those who do have to come in after work, you think they want to sit in your chair for 2 hours? After working a 10-hour day? No, they want to go home and be with their family. So I think a lot of us get sensitive sometimes. Like I've had conversations with hairdressers when I say your clients don't want to be with you for 4 hours. And you guys fight me back on it sometimes. Like, yes, they don't. They may love you. They may love spending time with you. And yes, it is a Zen little getaway, but they will appreciate getting in and out quicker because there's things that they need to do. So
especially nowadays with the world we live in, getting your Amazon package in 1 day and getting your Instacart order to your house in 1 hour, 100% agree.
That's me. I Instacart everything. I DoorDash if I can. Like, I don't want to, like when I get my nails done, it's torture.
That's why Magix 10 is the future of hair color, because this gives you the ability to be like the Amazon of your industry. And
oh my God, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Still be a professional, still bond with your clients, still give them amazing service. But it's like the 2022, Magix 10 is the 2022 color line. Like
the Tesla hair color, guys. We are really like doing amazing.
No, it is.
For our clients.
And when people kind of like push back against like the time saving thing, I'm like, in every other industry, we want the most efficient. We want things that save people time, things that are evolved. Why are we fighting against it in the hair industry?
How many times do you guys update your software on your phones or your watches? Anytime there's a software update, you're downloading. So there is now a software update in the hair color world, guys. Like we don't have to stay in the dinosaur era anymore. You can choose to if you want to, but there's different. So somebody asked about a formula VR, which is a violet red. There is a violet red. We have level 5, 4, 5, 6, or 6. I'm not exactly sure, but there's 3 or 4 violet reds. We have a mahogany, we have a red, and then we also have enhancers, which reminds me, Amber, you asked if we have direct dyes. We do have direct dyes with pure shades. It's very limited in availability right now, but there's a lot of really cool things happening with pure shades this year. So look out for that. How much do you charge for a quick root retouch? So you guys have to understand, I only use Magix 10. So it's not like, you do charge more. That's all I use. It is a quick root retouch, but what do you charge for a retouch? You're going to charge the same, maybe more. definitely do not discount it. Some people have made the mistake of discounting using Magix 10 because it's quicker. And I say do the exact opposite. You're offering efficiency, you're saving them time. When I go get my nails done, and if they do nails and toes at the same time, I pay more. So charge more. So what I would say is if you charge $100 for a retouch, charge at least $100 with Magix 10 and take 2 clients in that same time and double your income, boom, done. You know,
yeah, that was the point. That was the point I was making with the hourly thing. Don't charge less because you're taking less time. Like, charge more.
More. Like, I'm saving you time, and time is money. So it's win-win.
Time is the most valuable thing you could give someone. It's a gift. So
it really is. Okay, does a 10-minute processing time allow for lift to happen? For example, I use a level 6 combo on a 1 to cover her gray, lift to a level 3-4. Yes. So that is one of the differences with Magix and other lines too, is we get full lift. I mean, we have high lifts that process in 20 minutes. So if you're using higher alkalinity color, you're going to get more lift. A common misconception that we have, and I've seen this said so many times, is like the way color works, and I'm super into hair color chemistry. I'm like nerdy about that. People think that it's like the lift happens the first 20 minutes and then the deposit happens. It doesn't. It's a dance of lift, deposit, lift, deposit, lift, deposit. And because of the technology in Magix 10, it's like lift, deposit, and it's quicker and it happens faster and it couples and combines faster. And so everything that you do with your line now, you can do with Magix and save 75% time, possibly double your income. This is the year for Magix. Okay, so Franco, if you're charging $95, then either stick to 95 or up it another 10 bucks. So you're giving them, you're hooking your clients up. And I'll tell you this, my clients, they tell me never ever use another color again. So with that, guys, we are over time. Our Instagrams are here. You guys are going to get an email with all of our information. Take advantage of Nicki's Slice Squad. I'm sure if you send her a DM, she will let you know what that deal looks like. Send Tanya an Instagram message about social media. She is the queen of it, and I wish I listened to her a long time ago. And if you have any Magix questions, definitely reach out to me. But with that being said, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
We love you. Thank you, ladies. And
bye, everyone.
Check out your
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.